Hi guys, it's John again. Um, this is the first in a line of tutorials or webcasts, whatever you want to call them, in C# programming. I'm not going to really go into too much depth. I'm going to show you some basics, and then I'm going to start some little interesting projects. We're going to have a go at making a Mandelbrot set and a few other things. But in this first tutorial, we're going to start with the Hello World program. It's a program that it's normally the first program that you write in any programming language when you're learning. So if we start develop, and we'll make a new solution. Now, console application, I'll show you what this is in a second, and we're just going to call it Hello World and create. Now, Sharp Develop writes this program for you. It's a template stored for Sharp Develop. This basically shows you the layout of a program. So we have a solution here. A solution is a collection of projects. You might be working on more than one project at a time. So here we have our Hello World project. If you open that up, you'll see this is our source file. This is this file here. We don't need to worry really about anything else for the time being. Comments. You can use this sort of comments where you've got like a slash and an asterisk, and then you've got an asterisk and a slash. What this does is it will turn everything after it into a comment, which means it isn't code. It makes no difference to the program whatsoever, and it will keep doing that until you put in an asterisk and a slash. The other kind of comment that you'll see is a double slash. That will just comment out a line. So if you do this, then the next line won't be a comment, it will become code. Okay, so this line here, using system, that basically means we're using some code that's stored at a location that we can reference by name, and this is a standard system. It's contained in a library. Yeah, I'll show you all that another time. Then we've got a namespace. So Hello World, I could type in here using Hello World, and that's there because it's been created here, so it exists and it's a location to this class. Okay, this here is a class and it's contained in a namespace. So in this namespace here, system, if I show you here, if we put a dot, we can then go into that namespace, and we'll have all different classes and more namespaces inside it. You can look at it like that. So here's a namespace here, console, where it's actually a class within system. If we typed here console, okay, but because we're using that namespace, we don't need to write the system because we're already using it. If this wasn't here, then this here console, that write line wouldn't work because we're not using that namespace. We'd have to type here system dot, okay, to access this, okay. If it's not clear, it will become clear eventually. But to simplify things, we'll keep that in there. And we'll put this back how it was. So the console, I'll show you in a minute. It's a black box that comes up on your screen and it's got text in it. That's your console. And then inside there we have a function called WriteLine, and then we give it some arguments to say what we want to write. And here's another sort of comment. Sharp Develop has a special thing here where you can have a to-do. You'll find out about that. So we're going to display on the screen hello world, and then in the console we're going to write, press any key to continue, and then we're going to ask the console to wait for a key to be pressed, and then we'll then reach the end of the program. And the program will always start in a member function, okay. I'm going to use some words that you might not understand yet, but I'm going to keep using them, and hopefully you'll understand what they are before long if you keep following my tutorials. But a class holds some information, it holds some functionality inside a namespace for how it's organized. A member function is actually some functionality within that class. So every program will have a function, one function that's written like this: public static void main string, and these square brackets, args. I mean, you can have whatever word you want in there, it makes no difference. And that will take arguments. Say if you have a shortcut, you can pass information through that shortcut to your program and do something with that information, or you can have one program call your program and send information to the program, and this is how your program receives outside information when the program started. So let's see this program working. We'll press this little arrow here. Oops. Good thing about this is about debugging. Here it will show you what's wrong. Sometimes it's not very clear, but you'll learn to find your mistakes. These semicolons are very important. It tells the compiler that makes your program into a runnable executable that this is the end of a line. It shows an end of a line of code. It's very important. Let's try and run it again. And there we go. This box here is your console, and we've written into it, and it's waiting for us to press a key. So there we go. And it comes to the end of the program, and it ceases to function. So that's your Hello World program. In the next tutorial, I'm going to show you data types and how to use them. So please join me for the second tutorial if you found this one useful. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.